All right, we ready? Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am as Simply Cindy. I am a psychic medium. Astrology is something of a passion of mine. I have lots of modalities behind me. I wanted to do, and this is a continuation from yesterday. I am doing per sign love tarot readings. I have not done these in about 4 to 6 years publicly. I've done them for clients, but I have not done them publicly. So I used to have another channel, two channels, your Indigo Path and Indigo Tarot. Some of you might know me from there. I hope that you guys find this. We are going to continue from Libra through Pisces. Hope, just kind of waiting for everybody to come in. Hope you guys have had a good day. We have just a couple of people here. So hi, Polly, how are you? What I'm going to do is do an overall. I don't really do oracles, but I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle as the overall theme of your higher self and what that is trying to get through to you. And then I will do tarot. Okay. So how's everyone doing? Hi, Polly. This is like, what is it? 5, 6, 7 over there. Yeah. Good. I'm glad. I hope everything's going well. I hope Chance is doing well. You said good evening, Cindy. Hope you got some rest. I got some rest, but I'm still tired. There's things in the background going on that I'm changing. So, yeah, that I'm changing. And Christmas is coming up for my grandbaby and my daughter, and this is the first time that we've gotten to spend Christmas in the last 3 years, I think. So maybe 2 years. So we're like working on that in the background too. And then, of course, our facility and all that stuff I'm working on the background. Yeah, so it's 7 p.m. over there. 7:14. Chance says hi. Tell him I said hi. I hope he's doing well. How did you like tarot last night? Some of y'all have never seen me do love tarot, so I hope you enjoyed it. This shirt, like, it's not, so it's like 50 degrees here. That's not cold enough. So I'm not wearing my robe is behind me, but I'm not wearing my robe. I want it to be colder. Yeah, colder. I know 50 is cold for some people. That's not cold enough for me. Oh, so sorry. Y'all aren't boring. It's me. I don't know why I'm so tired. This has been going on for a lot of us for a week now. Yeah. Yeah, a week now. So I released 3 of the videos. I will be editing the rest this evening and then releasing those and then releasing tonight's. I'll release those tomorrow. So we both enjoyed it last night. Chance is dragging a bit today. Yeah, I feel you. I'm kind of doing the same thing. And doing 6, like back in the day, I used to do 12, all 12 signs pretty easy. It would take me a couple of days, but pretty easily. But I haven't done Love Tarot for a huge group and all the signs, like 6 signs, one right after the other, right after the other. Usually I used to take a break in between. Of course, I'm more experienced in going in and out of energies and transmuting and all of that, but it's got to be the weather or something. I don't know what it is. Other than I kind of feel like we all, like I'm in agreement with Wendy. Wendy is the one that said it's like a rubber band. We're being pulled back because we know we got like fast, big changes coming. Eagle. Hi, everyone. I've been dragging the past week. I think, yeah, me too. Like all of us. The only thing I could think of is what Wendy said is like, we're just being held back because we know it's about to go forward, like fast and strong. So I say get some rest when you can, be kind to yourself, relax. Like even me doing this is still me relaxing because I used to do probably 10 times this work, right? Big changes are coming, yeah. And I used to do like 10 times the work I do now. Now, just more experience, I'm more efficient, and I've learned to balance work and play. So, my grandbaby, my daughter, life, work and play. It's important for everybody to do that. So, your work life balance, right? Um, and doing that, I've just been supported by the universe. I've been supported by my higher self. Like, I, in my mind, I'm like, well, I gotta, it's, because we're so used to, well, you gotta get this done and you gotta get this done and you gotta, do that because, I don't know, people are waiting, you have a schedule, blah, 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 the whole Virgo side of me, right? But I've noticed that since I've been balancing, I get rewarded when I say, no, I'm tired, I'm going to sleep, or no, I want to play with the baby. I've done enough of this work. Now I'm going to do this and play, or play with my grandbaby, or go with my daughter, or enjoy conversations with my daughter as we're baking or cooking or whatever. And all of a sudden, I just get rewarded for that. So I hope the universe is supporting you guys as you do that. Because I'm pretty sure, I know that's what we're moving into. This is what this is all about. This is what this has all been about. This is why everybody's in an uproar because we're changing. How do I say this? On a societal level, what we came to understand about, well, if you don't produce, then you don't mean anything. That's going away. That's old thinking. That's the old way. And you can see it in our children and in our grandchildren because they don't have the same thing that we do, right? We were raised to produce, right? And if we didn't, we felt less than, right? Now, I've worked through all of that, but I'm just saying I feel like we are moving in that direction. So I'm like further supported when the universe supports me, or my higher self, or my loved ones on the other side, and they're like, everything's going to be fine. You're doing great. And here's the support, you know? So I'm happy about that. I hope that's happening with you guys. Let me know if that's happening with you guys. I'm going to give it about 2 or 3 more minutes and then I'm going to get started. We are doing Libra first. Again, welcome everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am at Simply Cindy. I am a psychic medium. I love astrology. It is my passion. I have lots of modalities behind me. I have worked my entire life with these modalities, learning religion, learning cultures, working under gurus and monks and priests and all kinds of stuff. And so you name it, I probably know it, am certified in it, or have gone to school for it, right? What I haven't done in a long time, I used to have 2 channels, Your Indigo Path and Indigo Tarot. I stepped away from tarot for a while. I'd been doing other things, hypnotherapy, herbalism, still do them. I was just called to do that. I had walked away from YouTube. I had to refigure my whole life again because just like everybody else, when the pandemic hit, you're just like, well, okay, what do I do next, right? Anyway, I'm back. I had not been called to do Love Tarot publicly. I have finally been called. I wanted to say thank you to this group that's forming on at Simply Cindy. We have a great group of people. So I wanted to say thank you. I think it's time to look in our heart. I think a lot of people in this 2025 year are going to be coupling up And it's going to be the right coupling because everybody's gone through what you guys would call the healing. I just call it your alignment. A lot of people have lost a lot of people, whether they're still on this earth or they're not. You've lost a lot of people. So, unity and community, Chance and I are working to be able to make our big move. Feel it coming when working in that direction. We are supported. Good. I'm so glad, Polly. Yeah. I hope everybody's feeling that way too. I hope everybody's feeling like what I'm feeling. So anyway, I am going to do Love Tarot for the first time. Actually, this is the second time because last night I did it. But since then, I hadn't done it for 4 to 6 years. So welcome. What I ask you to do is everyone take a breath when you come in and open your heart. I am not one to go into anybody's energy and force myself in there. So, whether you're a believer or a non-believer, whether you understand or you don't, if you don't want me in there, I won't go in there. So what I ask you to do is open your heart. I'll only go as far as you allow me to. If it goes, I like to go deep. That's the only way I know to go deep. My 9th house is Scorpio, so I will go deep through a modality, right? Through any modality I do, I go deep. I can get very intimate. Your guides will tell my guides, my helpers, whatever you want to call them, if I can say this publicly or not. I've been doing this for a long, long, long time, less than 6 years that I didn't do it. So I'm very practiced in it. But again, I will not intrude on anybody's energy. I won't just sneak up on you. I won't try to get in. Like you have to open your heart to allow me in. It's just like, I think somebody commented and saying that the Taurus was a really good reading. Polly was here and had opened her heart. Chance was here with the Leo, had opened his heart. All these people were here when I was doing their tarot. They were opening their heart, and that's what I could see. So it's kind of up to you. If you're going to let me in, I can see it. If you don't want to let me in, that's perfectly fine. The other thing too is, if you're not ready, you're not ready, and that's okay. When you're ready, you're ready, right? I can say it 50 million different ways, but you're not going to hear it unless you're ready. So just know, I have that Aquarius side that's like, I can see, but if you don't want me to, that's fine. That's kind of up to you. And I have that sad side that's like, yeah, whatever. Now, the Gemini side is just curious. So that's why I do it too, because I'm curious, like I'm nosy. That's the Gemini side. I'm nosy. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do Libra through Pisces. So the first up is Libra. I'm going to, as I'm doing the talking, this helps me get in your energy when I'm talking. You think I'm just talking about BS, but I'm really like getting into your energy as I'm shuffling the cards. It kind of helps me focus to get into your energy. Then I will pull a card. So this is going to be the overall message that your higher self wants to tell you, wants you to know. I don't do a lot of oracle. I really don't do any oracles, but I thought this would be a kind of cool way to do it. So I'm going to give each sign an oracle. I'll start with that. I'll read it off because oracles you read. And then I will pull the tarot for you and we'll do a big spread. Lorna, how are you? Thank you, Lorna, for listening. I have an inner conflict about that. Virgo says, yes, it really has been a theme for me lately about this belief that I must produce and achieve to be worthy. On the other hand, I'm not the person who does a lot, and I feel like I should do more. I have this inner conflict about that. Yeah, I want to do things, but I want it to really call me from within. I think that's the way to go, Eagle, to let it call you from within. We most of our lives have been producing because we were told to. We thought that was the way to do it, right? We're learning differently now, so I think you're on the right track. But you're going to have the guilt, like we all do, about, I mean, Like, I'm from Texas. If you're not up at 4 o'clock in the morning and producing, you're lazy. I mean, that's how we grew up, right? Through all my studies and all my experience and all my growth, I had to undo that, transmute that, right? So I think waiting for it to call from your inner self is the best way to do it. All right, so here we go, Libra. My beautiful balancing Libras. Haven't gotten into your energy in a while. Because that's one thing I don't have around me right now is Libras. Ain't that the truth? Lisa thinks that's the truth. She's in Texas. She knows. Yeah, I can tell you stories. I think we all can. See, Libra. Where are you? Where is that heart? Deep breath. I don't know why I'm feeling you guys very timid. That's not the Libras I remember. Let's see. Okay. All right, here we go. You're a Sun Libra. I always think you're a Cancer for some reason. Okay, here we go, Libra. Soul fragments. Okay. That is, ooh, and it's 33. So the number is 33. You can't see it, but the number is 33. I gotta figure out my camera. Yeah, I remember I went on a trip. Well, I took the camera just in case I needed it, so it's like not doing what it's supposed to. Okay. Soul fragments. Balance. It's not funny. Balance will be restored. Reclaim your inner power. The life of our soul is infinite, and while aspects of the self are never truly lost, they can separate through time. This is so interesting because this is what I was feeling. Okay, I'll start it again. The life of our soul is infinite, and while aspects of the self are never truly lost, they can separate through times of trauma, grief, separation, loss, and refusing to deal with an issue, which can be, I'm not going to say every Libra can do this, will do this, but this can be an issue with Libras, they'll be refusing to deal with an issue, right? So, all this makes for separation. The psyche's self-preservation causes an illusionary disconnection as it chooses to distance itself from the situation in question. These fragments merely in place. I'm sorry. These fragments are merely in place. Let me read that again. I'm so sorry because it's changing pages. These fragments, and I'm getting a glare. These fragments are merely in places our consciousness has chosen to forget to spare the emotional turmoil from an intense emotional experience. Revealing these fragments with love, healing, and understanding allows the soul to continue moving forward without the individual feeling stuck in the past or unable to get over an issue or event. Empowering and liberating, retrieval is recommended if you feel you are missing parts of yourself. Although sometimes challenging to find, conscious thought and skillful self-awareness is all that is required to recall a soul fragment back to its host. Seek a professional guide if you feel more comfortable. Currently, you may be feeling incomplete, not like yourself, physically flat with no motivation, lacking joy in your life, or even that you are unable to move forward in life. Right now, your soul needs to reclaim a part of its missing memory. Past trauma that is being held within you is crying out to be healed. Through recollection, you will be able to see the truth and the situation for what it is. Be careful. You are entering a period in which you will be challenged emotionally. Build your resilience and remain objective. Fear-based experiences need to be addressed now. Past life regression could be beneficial to create understanding of phobias, deep-seated fears, or subconscious patterns that have previously controlled areas of your life. Reclaim your power. So the shadow aspect of this is fear, shallowness, and detachment. And oh yeah, Cancer Moon. And that's what I'm feeling with Libra. Like when I get into your energy, it doesn't feel the same like it used to. Now I know we've all grown, but I'm feeling like very timid, or like that thing that just said, very like fragmented is what I'm feeling, right? So this is what your higher self, your beings, your loved ones are trying to make you aware of how to heal this or how to move through this. Because it's not like you don't know. It's just like, hey, Kathy, it's not like you don't know. It's just like you don't know what to do next, right? Okay. Now, let's do the tarot. And this is your love reading, Libra. Now, there are two groups, okay? Because like Eagle is a Libra sun. Hey, Tina. Eagle is a Libra sun. That's not all of what I feel with Eagle. She's been working on this for years. She's been with me for years. She's been with me through the me leaving and coming back and me going on Discord and coming back and me back and forth, right? Like she's been, and she's seen me. She's done some work. So, and she's she's got that Cancer moon where she will really take it in. And so I am feeling that Libra as well. But that's different than the one that I was like seeing when I first went in. Let's see. Kind of want to take these and split them for some reason. Give me just a second because I'm taking these and splitting them. I don't know why it's just letting me do that. Now that feels better. Okay. One more time. Fragmented is correct. Like even these cards are trying to be fragmented. Okay, here we go. Good luck, Libra. So in love, here's your first position. You have the King of Pentacles. So it looks like you're stable now. You're settled now. Not in relationships, but in love. Okay. So maybe you guys have been really working on yourselves and really working on settling other things where, so normally Libras do better with a partner. And I don't think that you've not had partners where you're like dating or whatever, but I do feel like that wasn't such a big focus anymore. Like you learned to, over these past 4 or 5 years, really make yourself stable, really make things go for yourself, not just when you were always thinking about yourself, you were thinking about yourself and another with you, right? That was very, very important to you. And I think you've grown, some of you have grown into becoming your own self sufficient, stable person. Okay? You have the King of Pentacles. This is where you're at. You have things that are solidified, you have foundations that you have created, they're solid. You have things around you that you're really learning to enjoy that you've produced on your own. That's what I see in love. Now, what's crossing you is this King of Wands. So some of you, this is you. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is you took the action that needed to be taken. You had the spark for yourself finally. You had the inspiration for yourself finally. And this happened a while back. So you had this inspiration. You felt like, I am worth this. I can do this. And maybe you took small steps at first, but you did it. And as you took more steps, you took a bigger step and then a bigger step. And then it just became this way for you where you understood that you could be self-sufficient. It's not like you don't want a partner, but you understood how to love yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, right? So the King of Wands, for others of you, is this person that came in and sort of, I want to say, helped you get unstuck. Didn't do it for you, but helped you see another way. Yeah. Like some of you, it was a friend. Some of you, it was an actual partner. I don't see family members. I just see friends. I see, who's this person? Like I'm seeing this person coming in and, like, I'll give you an example. What I'm seeing is like you're saying, oh, my dream is to blah, blah, blah. And they're like, what are you waiting for? And you're like, well, wait, but you know, this was back in the day. It was about 3 years ago, maybe 2 for some of you. And you're like, but wait, that's not like it. And they're like, well, what are you waiting for? You can do that right now. Like, let's do the first step together. Like they really helped you pull through and become this King of Pentacles, right? For some of you, you're needing and wanting to become the King of Pentacles, and you haven't. Taken the steps. It's funny because you're a Libra, you're air, but it's almost like you didn't want to fail, or you were afraid of yourself, or you didn't trust yourself, or you hadn't known how to do it on your own without a partner being there, or without like your best friend being there, or without somebody close being right next to you. This was a part of your life that you had to learn to do it alone. Some of you lost people. So you had no choice but to grow in this area. Know that that was your choice before you came here. You wanted this experience where you learned how to do this independently. Yeah, I'm seeing the very few people that didn't do this that need to do this. But for the most part, I'm seeing that so the group I'm talking to, the 2 groups, have done this already. Now, whether they were forced because they lost people, they lost relationships, they lost people to the other side, whatever, you lost. You were like, you had no choice, or you felt like you had no choice, so you did it. Okay? So congratulations. Yeah. You like, I can see where you didn't know what to do for a while, and then the fire got lit. I'm seeing that fire here. Like the fire got lit under you, and you're like, no, I'm doing this. Like, what am I doing here? What am I waiting for? And you've become this. Okay. All right. So what put you in this position? The sun. The sun put you in this position. Now, I know the sun, everybody's like, ooh, the sun, that's such a good thing. So in your case, I'm seeing the sun as everything got very, very clear for you. So the red flags that you chose to ignore for about 7 or 8 years prior, the things and the people and the way that they were treating you and the boundaries that they were crossing and all of that you were pretending were happening, or you were pretending like it was okay, or you were pretending somehow or another in your head. This is what the way I used to see Libra. In your head, you made it balanced. It's okay. I do some of the things too. It's okay. They didn't really mean that. It's okay. They were having a bad day. It's okay. They were having a bad year. It's okay. They lost their job. It's okay. Like you kept doing you kept like ignoring these red flags, right? What put you in this situation was about 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. So 3 or 4 years ago, yeah, three, four, 5, and 6. Mainly 5 and 6. Yeah. So, yeah, 3 or 4 years ago. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this timeline. Yeah, 5 is coming up real big, and 6 a little bit, and 3 and 4, but 5 mainly. Things changed for you is what happened. Things got very, very clear. Some of you were like all of a sudden looked at as the leader, and you were like, whoa, wait. Others of you were forced into the leadership. Others of you were forced into the spotlight. Others of you were forced to see these red flags because there was nowhere else to go. And you had, like, if you looked left, there was a red flag. If you looked right, there was a red flag. If you looked in the front, there was a red flag. If you looked up, there was a red flag. If you looked down, there was a red flag. And they were like all slapping you in the face to where you finally, it's like Pluto, finally stepping into your power, finally seeing things clear, and finally not giving them the excuses anymore. That's what put you in this position to like say, yes, I'm going to do this. I don't need this relationship around me. I don't need to be treated like this. I am better than this. I deserve more than this. Like, that's what did it. Okay? So, what's coming from now? Yeah, from now until the end of the year. So, what's coming for you? You have better times coming, my dear. Good for you, Libra. You've worked really hard. I know there's a lot more work to be done with you. I know that you know this. I know that there are some relationships that have not. That. So here's the thing. I'm seeing like some of you are like, ooh. Some of you are waiting for the right time. Some of you are waiting for the right wording. Some of you are waiting for the right space. Okay? But you already have this. How can I say this? Some of you, I feel like, have a plan B in case your plan A doesn't work. Does that make sense? But it's not in a bad way. It's almost like to keep yourself safe. Or here's the thing. It's like the only way that you're going to be able to do it and live with yourself, whatever this is. Yeah, there's some people, some relationships, some very toxic people around you. So just know that from now, there are going to be some choices to make, and you know this. Yeah. You can do it, Libra. I can hear yourself saying, I can do this. You can do this. I can hear you. you have calmer waters coming. You have a better space on its way. Like it's in your now. So that can like be now until the end of the year, right? But you have the wisdom. Here's your swords, your wisdom, your experience, to get through this. And it's in the way that you want to get through this, right? Like very diplomatic. Yeah. Very Libra style. Very like me, I'll ruffle feathers. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But you don't want to do it that way, right? So I do feel like better times are coming for you. Just remember the red flags. Don't ignore the red flags. You already have made your, I feel like some of you have already made your choice. You're just waiting for the opportunity to open itself up to you. Like somebody says the right phrase that you're looking for, or somebody says I don't know. It's like that you're waiting for that opportunity. And that's up to you. You can continue to wait. You can make your choice. You can do your thing. You can trust yourself. You can have faith in yourself. You've already made yourself of pentacles. And you have this crossing you. So you have to take an action. You have the fire within you. Sorry. You have to take an action. You have the fire within you. You've already made yourself this pentacle. So you're already solid in what you feel, in the things around you, in the situations around you. You're so much better space. You do have calmer waters coming. You just have to take this action. You have to take this action. Okay? So from your higher self, let me see if I can move it over here better. Over here. Maybe I can see it better. Because I'll try to turn them, but I forget sometimes. So from your higher self, what is not just this overall theme, but in the situations that we're talking about, what does your higher self want you to know? You have the Two of Swords. So here's the thing you're not going to like. Because I'm seeing you're not taking the action in these situations because you can't see it. And you're not going to. You're not going to see it. It's about your faith. It's about you knowing and trusting yourself, not seeing it. That makes sense? Like, you feel it, you understand it, but until you can see it, you won't do it. And you're expecting to see it so that you can try to manipulate it, which is not a bad thing. It's just the way that you do things. But this is not about you getting out of the situation. Your higher self is saying, this part is about you learning to have faith and trust in yourself, that you can do this without seeing it, right? That's why the Two of Swords. You see how she's got something around her eyes. She's got the Two Swords. She's ready. She just doesn't see it. But she's ready. So instead of thinking you have to take this blinders off, think of yourself as Bruce Lee. Or whoever. I'm trying to think of a character that can do it they can do the swords and do the thing blindfolded, right? This is how you're going to have to do it. I know that's rudimentary. I know that's really simple, but I'm trying to get the concept to you. It's like you're not going to see it. You have to trust your inner self and feel it. Okay? So even though you don't think you have, there are bigger things at play that you don't know about yet. But as soon as you begin to trust yourself and take the action, which is telling the universe, yes, I want to do this, the universe is right there to support you. Does that make sense? Jackie Chan. Yeah. So your higher self wants you to know that you're not going to see it. You need to trust it. You need to be intuitive. You need to have faith in yourself. Okay? To get whatever this is. Okay, so once the year ends, and again, this timeline can vary with every choice we make, with every perception we change. But right now, today on this line, at the end of the year and into the first of the year, right? In January, what's coming? You have the Three of Cups. So it looks like you do it. It's that simple. You do it. I felt like this big relief. Whew, you did it. Now, are you going to be excited and happy and elated and da-da-da? No, but you are going to be in a better space where you have some joy and some happiness coming. It's a 3. It is a time of celebration. There's more work to be done, but this is the time to celebrate your accomplishment of doing what it is that you need to do. Some of y'all have this toxicity with your family. Some of you have it with a partner. Some of you have it, and this is what I'm talking about. Some of you, it's with a partner. Some of you, it's with a family member. Some of you, it's with a coworker. Some of you, it's with a boss. Like, it's toxic, whatever this is. Like, each one of you, if I'm talking to separate people, it's toxic. And it's time to let it go. You don't need to be in this. You are so much better than this. And you were in this self-sacrificing, ignoring the flags for all these years, because that's what some of you, that's what you thought was the most comfortable space to be. But you've grown from that. You understand that it's okay to be without a partner for a little bit until the right partner comes along. But you have to learn to love yourself first for the right partner to come along, right? So it looks like at the beginning of the year, there's going to be some relief. There's going to be some joy. I really feel relieved when I'm feeling this energy. And I'm feeling like, oh, there are people that are in a good mood around me. I can do that too without being pushed down, told you're not enough. I mean, whatever. It's all this stuff. It's like toxic. Okay? Now, what's your fear? Let's look at your fear. Your fear is the 9 of Swords. So a couple of you fear that you don't have it within you. Thank you, Lorna. A couple of you feel like you don't have it within you to be able to do this. Others of you feel like I do have it within me. I just don't see it. It's just going to be way too hard. You feel like you're stuck. That's the fear, right? So you fear you're stuck. You fear like you can't do this. But you have a knowing that you can. It's just your fear, right? Focus on the knowing, the fear. Remember, a fear is there to remind you of what you want and what you don't want. So look at what you want, right? Move away from what you don't want. What you don't want is to stay in those spaces that aren't yours. You've been staying in spaces that are not yours. That was your frequency. You have grown since then. That is not your frequency anymore. Okay? And you can continue to stay in these spaces that aren't yours. It is not going to change. You are not going to transmute that energy. You've tried for a long time. When we're talking about co-creation, that's a different thing to try to transmute. Okay? In my membership, I will show you guys that. Out here, I can't show you guys that. Okay? It's different. So, the best way that I can tell you is that you are no longer needed or wanted in those spaces that you continue to hold for people. It is time to move. It is time to go. Remember the balloon that I tell y'all is in the little box and it's fitting perfectly, but it's getting a little tight and you need to go to the bigger box. And then when you get in the bigger box as the balloon, because you're the balloon, it feels uncomfortable because you don't have the walls holding you in like you used to, right? But that box that you were in is not the right fit. It's not. You need to move into the bigger box. There are spaces that are waiting for you. There are relationships that are waiting for you. There are people that are waiting for you. There are things that are waiting for you. But until you move into that space, Schrodinger's cat, right? It is what it is until you observe it, and then it becomes solid, right? I know that's not the whole study, but that's what I'm getting. Okay? All right, so that's your fear. Now let's see how your partner or the universe is viewing you and is dealing with you, right? So how do they approach you? How do they see you? Yeah, how do they approach you? How do they see you? Okay? You've got the King of Cups. Well, of course. To them and to the universe, because the universe knows you. To them, but to your partners, you are the King of Cups. As far as they're concerned, with these toxic people that you have, they don't see you leaving. They're just going to continue. That's a relationship, right? That relationship's already been formed. That is not going to change. You are not going to change it. They see you as always being their emotional support. Always. Right? And what happens with toxic people, when they get really comfortable, they become more toxic. Right? So, unfortunately, that's the way they see you. That relationship has already been formed. That's not going to change. For Libra, you are very, very talented. You're very, very aware. But for some reason, your ego is in the way where you think that you can change them. Or maybe it's even hope that I hope that they grow and change. And they can, and we can have hope for them. This is what I used to call loving from afar. You can love somebody and love them from afar. Sometimes they're not meant to be in the same space that you are. And your ego is sitting in the same space trying to change that stuff, right? So that's how they see you. Now, the universe sees you with a big open heart. The universe sees you with grace. The universe wants to mimic that for you. They want to bring people in that mirror you, which is with that beautiful, in-depth heart, right? I think my grandson's trying to come in. Oh, no. So, sorry about that. So the universe sees you that way. The universe sees you as this beautiful, loving, open heart, able to love someone. And then the universe has been trying to mirror that for you, but you're continuing to be in this other space. Okay, so the universe is going to continue to try. It's just you that's not allowing it to happen. That makes sense? Okay. Now, in the ninth position, this to me is the outer realm of our physical. It's the things that are forming from your path and what you're sort of having come in through the path you're taking. I hope that makes sense. So it's like the outskirts of your manifestation. What's coming in. And we have the Temperance, right? So we know the Temperance is getting guidance from your higher self, from some of you call it God, love, source, the all-knowing conscious, whatever you call this, other dimensions, ETs, whatever you connect with. It's getting guidance from that. It's really the Temperance understands that there are bigger things at play, and so you want to work with that and not against that. I see that you'll open up and understand, especially because you've done it here. And then what's forming is like all of a sudden, how do I say this? Your path. It's like all of a sudden the path is available, but it's always been available, but you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, that wasn't that hard. All I had to do was this. Does that make sense? So Yeah. Do you see the third eye being opened? Oh, well, you can't see that, but the third eye is open. There's guidance and love. You're being protected. You're going with the flow. It looks like that's coming in for you because you've already made yourself the King of Pentacles. And then it looks like you're open to more. It's like you haven't fully formed how this is going to go, but it is open to more. Okay. All right. So, what's the overall theme for this month? You have the Justice. So, for some of you, especially Libras, you Libras that feel like it wasn't fair, you didn't like it, there was some injustice, that's coming for you. Okay. The justice is coming. So, yeah, for some of you, I feel like I can't wait to see they get justice for what they've done, right? Um, but I am seeing justice for you, so I'm also seeing for those of you that are a little bit iffy about, can I do this? Will I do this? Just know it's going to go your way. That's the justice. It's going to go your way. All you have to do is be intuitive. All you have to do is have faith in yourself. All you have to do is trust yourself. Trust yourself. Yeah, trust yourself. Okay? So I hope that helps, Libra. Thank you for letting me in your energy. I really, really appreciate it. Next, we will be doing Scorpio. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Thank you for hanging in there. We'll be doing Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay? So, take a drink. Make sure. Thank you for giving me the hearts. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kathy. So, welcome, welcome. Those of you that don't know me and have entered late, my name is Cindy. I am at Simply Cindy. I am a psychic medium. I have not done Love Tarot in forever. You can watch the beginning part so that you can understand where I've come from. Hi, Catherine. Tonight I am doing the last 6 for the Love Tarot. Then what I will be doing is editing them down so that they're their own video, and I'll be releasing them. I released 3 of them today. I released Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Later this evening, I will be releasing Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Okay. Yeah. Oh, joy, Scorpio. If you've just joined, what I'd like for you to do is take a deep breath, open your heart. I am not one to interfere in one's energy or bust my way into one's energy. So I will only go in as far as you will let me. I will not force my way in anywhere. So the way to help, the deeper you want to go, just open that heart chakra. Okay. Hey, witch. And let me say this. Know that you're here for a reason. I don't know the reason, but know that you are here for a reason. I don't know the reason until they tell me the reason. The other thing, too, is if I look familiar to you and you've never seen me before, it's probably because we've lived other lives before. And you found me. also didn't even mention, for those of you that want a reading with me, you can email me at yourpath39@gmail for a reading. I don't just do tarot. I do hypnosis. We do herbs. I do mediumship. I do coffee time where we just sit. I do your charts. I do all kinds of stuff. But if you're into any of those services and you want that privately, you're welcome to email me. Yourpath39@gmail. Sun Pisces, Moon Scorpio, Ascendant Libra. Wow. This is going to be all you, huh, Tina? Or different aspects of you, at least. Yes, I'm here for the big reason. Alright, let's get on to Scorpio. I'm going to pull an oracle for Scorpio. Just a second. Okay. Here we go, Scorpio. Good luck. You have shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. That's true for Scorpios because they can open themselves so much and get themselves into trouble. So 32. Okay, here we go. Ugh, excuse me. Look beneath the surface. Cleanse your space. The frog is a diverse amphibian, living all over the world. The frog thrives in clean habitats. Its life is a process of metamorphosis, from egg to tadpole, and then to adult frog. Frogs are often seen as the ultimate rainmaker, with the exotic and intrinsic sounds of their beautiful, sacred song echoing through their native bushland. Hold on a second. The slippery creature cannot endure a toxic environment and requires unpolluted habitats to thrive. In order for you to succeed right now, you must clear and screen your surroundings. Closely connected to the moon cycle, the frog encourages you to release your emotions in a healthy way, washing away any negative physical or mental energies that restrict you from having a positive and peaceful life. Encouraging you to look deeper into a situation to find the truth of the matter, the frog will challenge you to release anything that is holding you back from success. You may be feeling swamped right now, swimming through murky water, but just like the frog, you may need a long rest or to hibernate from others while you gather your senses and a fresh perspective. Right now, the gentle energy of the frog totem is requesting you to look deep beneath the surface, which, Scorpio, you shouldn't have a problem with that. Not everything is what it appears. Influence from toxic environments is suffocating your natural gifts and talents that need to be nurtured. You require a healthy, supportive, and loving environment for you to grow and thrive as an individual. Yeah, I feel like this about Scorpio. They're right on. I feel like y'all are so used to toxic environments that you allow yourself to be there, and there's so much more that you're supposed to do, but you're just allowing yourself to be in these places where you're so used to transmuting the energy, you're so used to clearing it out, you're so used to knowing exactly what's going on that you stay in that, and you shouldn't, because you have other things to do. Like you're sitting there dealing with this whatever, toxic environment, toxic relationship, whatever, when you're not doing what you came here to do. You're like clearing people's field and helping them out when you should be helping you, right? So now is the time to take care of your health, releasing emotions and examining your own energy. And this is how you know if I'm talking to you, because you have a lot of stuff going on health-wise. Like you have a lot of stuff going on health-wise. If you have a lot of stuff going on health-wise and you're a Scorpio, you're in a very toxic environment and it's time to clear your field. Okay? And that's who I'm talking to. Now is the time to take care of your health, releasing emotions and examining your own energy and how it interacts with others. Use the element of water to unlock your energy fields and create a smooth flow of Kundalini for potential healing and growth. Find your own sacred song. Call to others who share your passion and interest where you can support and renew your inner fire. So the shadow aspect of this is stagnation, untidy, and hoarding. That should tell you where you're at with relationships, with love, with your family. If you're like untidy or hoarding, you've got some clearing to do. You've got some clearing to do. Okay. So here we go. I've already shuffled these cards. I'm going to leave this here so that you remember this is the overall thing that your higher self, oneness, guides want you to know. The overall. Okay. Good luck, Scorpio. All right. Where are you right now in love? You have the Five of Pentacles. Of course, you're thirsting for love. Because I feel already that you're in not so good situations, right? That all you ever wanted from that person or that family member or that family itself or the children or whatever, grown children that you have, whatever, all you've ever wanted for them was the best and for you was love. And it's like you have to strive to get it. You're coming from a place of lack when it comes to love. And love is many things for me, right? So you're coming from a place of lack, of I've got to try so hard to get that love from the thing, from the people, from the relationships, from the situations, from work, from I got to strive, I got to struggle, that's coming from a place of lack. You have not filled your cup. That's the Five of Pentacles. Look at the hands out. Please, please, please give me some love. Because you're thirsting for it. That's what you're needing to understand is there's a space within you that can fill your cup. You have to learn to love yourself first, not love others and get drained, but love yourself first, and then that radiates out. And then when it radiates out, when your cup is so full because you've understood and respected and loved yourself, it radiates and that's what you attract. It's not the other way around. It's not like I go for that person or I go for that situation or I just try to grasp on. It's not that. It's you loving, and it's time because you're at a Five of Pentacles. It's time. You need to start coming from within. Love yourself enough. Love yourself overabundantly. Love yourself. Trust yourself. Honor yourself. Know yourself. When that cup gets full, you'll be the Ten of Pentacles, where everything is just attracted to you. People who will want to love you for you. You don't have to do a damn thing. Nothing. You will just have to be, and they will love you. You'll probably be shocked in the beginning, but they'll love you. Just because. They don't want anything from you. They don't need anything from you. Just because. Okay? Now what's crossing you? You're all a 5. You have 5 of Swords. Look at the 5 of Swords. It's like you're fighting. It's almost like you're beating a dead horse. Look at the grays at the bottom. Look at the sword and look at the skull. Right? It's like I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't have any more within me. I've given everybody all I have. And I have no more. You're beat down. Right? You're crossing you. You're fighting for the wrong reasons. Like instead of fighting, this is just a scenario. Instead of fighting to get that person back or to stay with that person, what you need to be fighting for, these swords, is you need to be fighting for, I love myself. I deserve better. I want to be honored. I want to be looked at. But I have to do it myself first. I want some joy. So I'm going to learn what joy is. That's what you need to be fighting for. You need to be fighting for you, not the I want. You need to be fighting for filling your space, for filling your cup. That makes sense? That's what's crossing you. And what put you in this position? You have the Chariot. So some of you feel like you made the wrong decision. Some of you feel like maybe they should make the decision. Some of you did not. Yeah, I'm seeing some of you did not lead this. You were, I keep seeing like begging. I'm not saying all Scorpios are begging. I'm just saying I have that energy of like, please, please, please make the right decision. Please, 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 for our family, for our children, for our marriage, for our whatever. Please make the right decision. Like you didn't lead it. You waited. And that put you in this position. That makes sense? So, from now until the end of the year, end of 2024, end of December, what's coming? You have the Hermit. It's time to go within. It's time to stop trying to figure it out there. It's time to make some choices from within you. It's time... I don't want to say isolation, but almost like a bubble. It's like the protecting self thing. It's time to protect, like put yourself in a bubble. I'm not saying isolate yourself. I'm saying you're so giving and so loving and trying to help people. It's time to stop that right now. Okay? It's time to take that energy of wanting to help people or naturally doing it. You don't even like strive. You just like naturally want to do this when you like someone or when you feel like they're worth it. I want you to turn that energy into you and understand that you're worth it. What about you? You've sacrificed and you've let go and you've watched these horrors be done to you, be done to others. You've been the hero for people. But what about you? You need some love. You need some attention. You need some worth. You need to understand that about yourself. So your answers are within. That's the Hermit. It looks like that's what will be happening here until the end of the year. Okay. So what is your higher self trying to tell you for this situation, right? You have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So your higher self wants you to understand that the starts that you're going to make soon, once you do this, these starts are not going to blow up in your face like everybody. They're not going to disappoint you like everybody else has. They're not going to be horrible like everybody else has. That has been to you. It's not that way. It's a solid start because you are clear. because you're going to change this and fight for yourself and take the direction and you be the leader. You're not going to be the leader because you thought it was a good idea from somebody else who told you, hey, you're the leader, you lead. No, you're going to know to be the leader because you're going to understand your worth. You don't want to feel like this anymore. And you're not going to. Once you do this, okay, you have solid starts coming. You have things that are very grounded. You have things that are going to make you happy. That's what your higher self is trying to tell you. You have worked very hard. You just have to turn the direction inward for a little bit. You're not going to save people right now. You're going to save yourself. You're worth that. It's time for a new change. Okay? And this is in love. But we can't get to the love partner part until we fix this. Until we... Well, it's not broken, but until we understand more about this. Okay? Now, what happens at the beginning of the year? You have the King of Swords. Some of you will be the King of Swords, and some of you will finally meet the King of Swords. Okay? So if you do this and really go... So if you do this and really go within and really search you, not what you think you should do, but what you want to do and how you are worth it and how you begin to love yourself, and you have these starts coming, these solid starts, the solid foundation, I see a King of Swords. Some of you, it is you. The King of Swords has come from a lot of trauma. The King of Swords is a warrior, a hero, is very gentle with people. And very protected and protects what he owns, right? Kind of like a Scorpio like that, but if this is you, the King of Swords is not afraid to take action. And the King of Swords is not afraid to think of themselves first. Because they have learned, if I don't think of myself, how do I expect other people to think of me? If I don't do for myself, that's what life has taught this King of Swords. And then he has others that he protects until they learn that, right? So for you guys, some of you have to be this King of Swords where you learn to love yourself. You learn to be the leader in your life instead of having other people lead it, right? In relationships, right? Yeah, because for each one of you, there is a space of intimacy that you know to be true that you have not reached yet. And that is what you've been searching for all your life. But you can't get to that space until you learn discernment and you learn to love yourself. Okay? So, for others of you, this is a person and he has the same characters. He will protect you. He will be fun. He will be exciting. He is not about the BS. He's going to be very direct and truthful. Okay? There's a slight remnants of a sadness of him because of where he's come from. So he can appreciate and understand what you've seen because he's probably seen it too. The abuse, the horrors that you came from, the things that you had to see, the spaces that you shouldn't have been in, but had to endure. Okay? Now, what are you afraid of? What's your fear, Scorpio? The Queen of Swords. Some of you, there is this person that you're in fear of that is really can manipulate and is a fast thinker and very smart, and you feel like some of you, not all of you, this is a group, you could feel like you're not able to get out of situations, or diplomatically or safely. I won't even say diplomatically, safely get out of situations, right? So I feel that that's some of you, your fear. Others of you are fearing that you won't ever, just like the Queen, find that very intimate space. But I think you have this wrong, because the Queen of Swords does find that intimate space. That's what makes her the Queen, right? But I'm feeling like you don't want to be that jaded, awful person. You want to find somebody that you know you can be so intimate with. You've never had it, but you know it's there, that you can be so intimate with. That's just a fear. Your fear is that you'll never find that. That's just a fear. Remember, a fear is to remind you what you want and what you don't want. So you know you don't want that. You know you want to find that bond. It just takes you starting from you. It takes you starting from you. Okay? Now, how does your partner see you, or how does the universe? How are they interacting with you? How do they see you? How are they dealing with you? And you have the 9 of Wands. So I feel like your partner watches you closely. I feel like your partner lets you make all the moves and mistakes, so that then they can like feel free to blame it on you. Yeah, for some of you. For others of you, I feel like your partner sees you as not. It doesn't see you. He feels you, or she feels you, like not all the way in. Like, I don't care if you've been married for 10, 20 years. You're still not all in. Like, you have not been vulnerable enough to go to that space with that partner. That's what I feel. The universe is treating you like you're waiting. Like, you're waiting to get this. And I'm thinking you have to take some action. You have to show the universe, not with words, not even with the thought, but with the being who you are. That's how you show the universe I'm ready. That's by loving yourself. That's by honoring yourself. That's by taking the action that you need to take. The universe is like looking at you like you're not taking any action. You have all this experience, and there you are waiting. Like, show me what you want so that I can help you out, because I've been trying to give it to you. But you won't leave those situations. You don't get out of the spaces that you need to. You continue to be the hero and try to fix everybody else, but won't look at yourself that deeply. Now, the 9th position is the outer realm. This is what's forming. This is what's coming towards you on your path. You have the Ace of Wands. So you have some starts that want to come. You have some starts to this new way of being, to this new way of understanding, to this new way of love, right? But it's going to take some action. It's going to, and for some of you, it's like a choice that you have to make to be able to have this start, okay? That could be a person coming in for you. That could be a situation coming in for you. That could be a job. That could be a career. That could be a family member. That could be something that comes in and helps. But you have to help first. That's not formed yet. Okay? So what's the overall theme? You have the Knight of Pentacles. So you do have gifts that want to come in. This is what's coming in. This is the overall theme. The Knight of Pentacles. Some very grounding force. Some very stable things going on. I feel like some of you are going to be surprised because you've been through so much, and not much good has happened lately for you. I feel like you're going to have some surprises coming. And they're solid gifts, because that's a pentacle. So that's solid to me. I feel like you're being gifted some things so that you can get this energy going. I just need you to remember to look at yourself. Okay? So I hope that helps, Scorpio. Thank you for letting me read you. Thank you for letting me in your energy. We're going to move on to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, I'm going to do you guys, and then I'm going to take a break, and then I'll do the next three after the break. Okay? So I'll do Sagittarius now. I don't know why I cut the cards like that, but I did. I'm excited to see what Sagittarius has. Everyone doing okay? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. On to Sagittarius. Thank you, Kathy. Your moon is, my moon is Sag too, Tammy. Which says her moon is Sag. Mine is too. It's Saggy season. Happy birthday, Saggy. Today is November 22nd. It is officially Saggy season. Sagittarius, happy birthday. He's Sun Sagittarius. The energy is going to get brighter. The energy always gets like lighter and faster, I guess, or lighter is the word. When it's Sag season and when it's Gemini season, it gets really light. Where's the rope? It's behind me. I'd said earlier when you weren't here that it's, well, now it's 49. It's 50 degrees. That's still too hot for me. I wanted to wear the robe in like 30-degree weather. So I've got the robe behind me. Like, I want it really, really cold. Where I'm like, ooh, it's cold. But I'm not complaining because I love the cold. That's the way I want it. Like, give me 20, give me 30. It's 3 here. It's, well, that's Celsius, right? Not Fahrenheit. Or is it Fahrenheit? Because you're Canadian. Wet, rainy, crap weather. Yeah, we have a lot of rain. We've had a lot of rain. But today was one of the warmer days because it was like 50. We've been in 30, 20, 30, 40 Celsius. No, I'm talking about Fahrenheit when I say, I'm sorry. I apologize. USA, Fahrenheit. That's what I'm talking about when I say the weather. So 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Although in Celsius that would be burning up. My celebrity wife is Sag. Nice. Love Sag. I love my Saggy part. It can get us in trouble, though. It can get us in trouble, but that's the thing is we'll laugh about it. It's 37. Yeah, see, that's the weather I want. 37 sounds good to me. I want it snowing. So, because it's already participating, right? So, participating. It's already precipitating. It's already, like, rainy. So let's just have the 30-degree weather so it can snow, right? Okay. Ooh. I am so sorry. Okay. Geez. Oh. I know, I'm sorry. telling you, I haven't figured it out why we're so tired. I'm taking any ideas from anybody. Okay. All right, Saggies. Here's the overall oracle card. Let's see where we go from here. Let's do that once. You need some soup. I do need some soup. That's the other thing. I've been working out a lot lately, and when I work out a lot, I'm not hungry for stuff. Like, I gotta really talk myself into eating. I know that sounds weird, but I do. Okay, Sag, here we go. Ooh, you have clear and activate. Okay, clear and activate. And that is a 9, which is endings and beginnings. Actually, to me, the 9 is an ending where the 10 is the end begin, right? If that makes any sense. Okay. So, 9, clear and activate, cleanse your environment, create sacred space. Okay? Everything in the universe consists of energy, that we know. It is in a continual state of creation and recycling, adapting and changing to its current environment, interacting with everything that it comes into contact with. There are many ways you can clear and activate chakras, energy fields, meridians, power centers, or your higher self. Energetic clearing applies to all areas of our lives. The collective energy, physical exchanges, psychic information, spirit contact, and your home or workplace can be very overwhelming if you don't prepare yourself for these levels of interaction. When you are faced with challenging moments, your energy centers become affected. A to and fro struggle or push and pull factor comes into play as you navigate these issues and interactions. Activating and clearing the energy chakras through meridians or chakra balancing will improve your mental endurance. Potential healing can be achieved through yoga practices or yogi practices. Mudras, meditations, and exercises are beneficial to creating energetic balance within the physical body. Currently, you may be feeling emotionally sensitive and hypersensitive to your environment, including weather and atmospheric pollution. Take positive steps to create an energetically supportive environment and understand the relationship with self. Right now, you need to switch focus. Being caught up in gossip, jealous conversations, participating in lower energy activities, repeated dramas, and toxic environment must all be shifted now. If you want to live a better life, you must be accountable for your actions and reactions. Sunshine not only warms your skin, it also warms your soul. Spending time outdoors can refresh your mind and bring you back into the present moment. Negative and imbalanced energies can shift through natural light and atmospheric absorption through plant life. Okay? So the shadow aspect of this is overreacting, indulgence, and negligence, which we all know, Saggies, we can do if we let our ego start to control us, right? We can overreact, we can indulge with the best of them, and we can have some negligence, right? So we have to keep that Saggy in balance, right? So, here we go, Sag. It is important that we remind ourselves to clear spaces that we're going to be involved with, spaces that we have. And like that said, the environment. like the air and the water and everything around us, right? So you don't have to do a big ritual if you're not ritualistic. You can just close your eyes and just say that's what it is. It's clearing. I'm transmuting. Everything goes to love. It will come back as a different energy, a different frequency, but no more around me. No more. Not doing it. No more. Like, just do that. But if you like rituals and you need rituals, we'll do that. Right? So, let me just do this one more time. I want to make sure. I don't know. I just felt something shifted. So I'm going to do it again. Okay. Okay. One more time. Sorry. I just felt like I needed to do it again. Well, I'm not sorry, but you know what I mean? Okay, here we go, Sag. Good luck. All right. And happy birthday. Where are you at your present? You are the King of Wands. So I see you taking action. I see you moving and grooving. I see you finally backing up what you say you mean about yourself. I see you're growing. I see with this King of Wands, I almost feel like even though at points where you feel your hands are tied, it doesn't matter. You have the faith. You have this Jupiter way of knowing that it's fine, that there's magic, that you can get out of it, and you're optimistic about it, right? Now, that's very different than where it was about 3 years ago, okay? You're in a very different place, but it looks like you're getting closer to being back to yourself or a bigger version of yourself, right? So congratulations. With the King of Wands also gets a lot of like gifts and things, and like your path opens up, and you're just very lucky that way when you're in your line, when you're back to your optimistic self. That's what I feel like. You're at the right place at the right time. You're meeting the right people. Your position just is going to be elevated. The boss saw you do something that nobody else saw and is like impressed, and all of a sudden you get called in and you get more, a bigger raise and a different position and blah blah. Like you're moving and grooving. Okay. Now what's crossing you? So I see the Two of Cups. So you have the Two of Cups that's crossing the King of Wands. Now, with the Two of Cups, I do feel like you have trouble balancing some things sometimes. And also with yourself, like, do I want love? Do I not want love? Do I want love? Do I not want love? I really want love, but I don't want love. But it would be nice to have love, but I don't know, right? Some of you may have just met somebody or are about to meet somebody with this Two of Cups. I still don't see where you're like head over heels. It doesn't even matter if it was the one. You're just not head over heels because that's who you are right now. You're just like, I want, but I don't want, but I want, but I don't want, right? Because you're balancing with this Two of Cups. If that person was to be there, show themselves, it's only one of the cups. Your other cup is your adventures. Your other cup is your desires. Your other cup is what you know to be true. You have come from a space over these last 5-6 years where you understand that those two cups aren't just love. They're like you loving you, you loving what you do, you also loving a person if you want to. Does that make sense? So, but for some of you, get ready because you got somebody coming in, because that's what I see the two of cups with. It's like gonna shock you. Yeah, it's gonna like take you aback for a minute. What's put you in this position? You have the Four of Pentacles. Like I said, y'all have been moving and grooving. So I feel like you're more stable. I feel like you're ready. I feel like you've been working on what you wanted to work on. I honestly feel like, I know this is going to piss some other signs off, but I feel like while everybody else was complaining, you were just doing. While everybody was complaining about, I mean, I'll just take it to the astrology part. Oh, Pluto's in my blah blah, and it's just terrible, and da 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 da, and I lost my job, and da da da. Like everybody else in this world was complaining, except for Sad. They were like, whatever. I'm just gonna just do what I know to be true. Try to make something different. Try to like go this way. Try to go that way. Try to adjust. Like, I feel like you were being very adaptable and working on yourself. That made you the Four of Pentacles. That's caused you to be this King of Wands and be back to your excited, happy self. Also, when I'm talking about this card slipped out, so the Hermit, it caused you to really go within yourself. I don't feel like it's crossing you. I feel like this caused you to go within yourself and really focus on you and really know, okay, if all these things are gone and my world blew up, I can sit here and cry and blame other people, or I can figure out what I just did and try to get out of that. And that's kind of what put you here. Taking the action, doing the thing, not blaming other people or yourself too harshly, right? Being optimistic about it. All right, so from now until the end of the year, what's coming for you? You have the Queen of Swords. I think some of y'all are going to get hitched. That's an old term, but I feel like some of y'all are going to get hitched. There's too many, like I'm feeling somebody. You have the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So if you have somebody that's caring for you, that loves you, that wants to love you, that has been in your life, that is trying to help you, for you Sages, some of it is romantic. Some of you are about to meet this person. If you have not met anybody romantically, I do see something like that. But if you've had somebody, this person really loves you, really cares for you, you're the one that needs to like come back to focus on it, right? You've been so busy doing other things. It wasn't that you didn't love or appreciate them. It's like, and you've learned too to like, in the past you would have disregarded it and said, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't feel that way now. I feel like you're looking at this person as well. You're honoring who they are. Yeah. This person it's so funny. This person protects you. Yeah, they protect you. You may not see it like that, but they protect you. It's almost like, yeah, they'll protect you. That's how I see it. This is what I really see. I see you finally relaxing because you feel protected. Does that make sense? So that's from now to the end of the year. You guys, some of you single people are going to meet somebody. Your higher self. This card is coming up a lot. So your higher self wants you to know it is true. What you're sensing about your life not being such a struggle like it has been for the last 5 years, 8 years, 6 years. Yeah. You are at the space that you think you're entering, where it's a lot calmer, it's a lot better. You did have faith in yourself. You did become optimistic about yourself again. And that was hard because you're not used to not being optimistic, and you were there where you weren't optimistic about yourself. you are at the space that you think you are. It's almost like PTSD, like things start calming down and you're like, nope, it's not time yet. Like, I still feel like something could come. Or you're preparing for something bad to happen and you don't need to. That's what your higher self is trying to say. Relax. We're supporting you. You are at the space that you think you are. Yeah. Enjoy like only you know how to enjoy. As a Sag, you know how to enjoy things. So enjoy. You're not where you were. You're right here, and it is true. Does that make sense to you? What's happening in the beginning of the year for you? You have the Eight of Pentacles, so you're going to continue to work on this dream that you're having. You're at an 8 with it, and you're going to see that in the first of the year. So let me get very clear about this because I see two Sages, two groups. One has been working on love. No, I'll say it a different way. One has been working on romance and love. The other has been working, oops, hold on just a second. I gotta switch the screen. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys. My grandbaby just like walked in here. I'm like, where's everybody? And I don't want him on camera. So thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, grandson break exactly. I'm like, where's everybody? He slipped out of their hand. Okay, I'm back. So what's coming in the beginning of the year, what I was saying is I'm seeing those of you that have been working on like, I know there's a true partner. I know this to be true, and you're very optimistic about it, right? You're back to that. That's going to be, you're going to see that. That's why I see somebody coming. So let me be clear. You hadn't really like desperately focused on it. You're just like doing your thing. The other group, what I'm seeing is that you made love, you talked yourself into love being what you want out of life, right? So that wasn't just one thing, that was like your dreams. So your dreams. I'm not saying that the romantic partner was not your dream. I'm just saying this is like a general, there's like this dream of the way that you see your life, right? You both groups are going to get evidence of this because you've been working hard on this at the first of the year. So congratulations. Now, let's look at your fear. And these are physical. This is Pentacles, so this is physical. Yeah. Like you get the loan, you get the position, you get the ticket to travel, you get the certification, whatever this is, you're going to get something solid from this, something physical from this. Okay? So what's your fear? Not saying it correctly. Your fear is that's interesting, Sagittarius. You think you took the wrong turn and didn't see it correctly to begin with. And you don't ever want to be blindsided again, so that's a fear. But you have to know, Sagittarius, that you were blindsided for a reason to get you to where you are today. Okay? This is just a fear. And here's what I'll say about the lesson. Once you learn the lesson, you'll never have to do it again, right? So, the other fear for I'm talking to two groups. The other fear I'm seeing is that you want to so badly see things like you used to when you were younger, and it was with wonder, and it was with excitement, and it was fearless, and it was magical. And your fear is that you'll never be that again. That's just a fear. You will always be that. That will come out as you release things and move forward and your dreams come true. Okay? Don't worry, Sag, you got this. The world needs Sagittarius. The world's not going to take that from you. The world needs Sagittarius. They need their optimism. They need their laughter. They need their adventure. The world needs you. Okay? So, if you have a partner, which not many of you do, because some of you have partners. Anyway, if you have a partner, this is the way your partner sees you. If you don't, this is the way the universe is seeing you and handling you. Okay? You have the Five of Swords. So, I say the universe is handling you like you're still in war. Like your energy is still at war. That would make sense with this King of Wands. So with this King of Wands, where you're at, your energy is like you're still fighting. You don't have to fight anymore. You need to get back to that space where you know that magic happens. Right? If for those of you who have partners, same thing. It's like a fight. It's like there's a stance where you won't allow them in past that point. And it's always a fight. It's always a fight, right? And that's the way they're handling you. Now, in the ninth position is that outer realm of things that are beginning to form to manifest for you. You have the Devil. I say this is a good thing because you need to get back to it. For those of you that aren't, I felt like some of you were, but some of you aren't. You need to play. You need to be optimistic. That's who you are. You need to just you don't need to force it. You just need to get back to who you are at your core. The laughter, the playfulness, the optimism, the searching stuff out, the adventurous part of you. There's a reason if you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, whatever. There's a reason you are that. You need to bring that out. This world needs you. Okay? They need to learn to laugh again. And they'll only do it when they see you do it. They'll only relax and be excited when they see you do it. Okay? So, the overall theme until the end of the year is the Eight of Swords. Some of you feel like you're doing your best and it's still not enough because you cannot see the way. This is what will be going on with some of you, but I think that changes when you get over here. So it's almost like you're still at war. You won't allow yourself to relax. There's things coming. Your higher self's trying to tell you, calmer waters. You're going to get gifts. There are people helping you. There is people that love you just for you and not wanting anything from you. But your energy is like almost PTSD. Like you're so used to busting butt and doing your thing and ignoring other people because you had to just keep going. And some of you feel like it's not enough, and I can't get out of this. But I think that's just right now. This is what you'll be dealing with. This is what you'll be getting through. Understanding that whether you see or not, whether your hands are bound or not, this is Lorna's here, and she's always said this to me. What's for you is for you. It's not going to miss you. You need to remember that magic about yourself, Sagittarius. Okay? So, I hope that helps. I am going to take a break, and then we will do the last three signs because my throat needs rest. I need to go potty. I know my grandson interrupted us, but you know how he is. He misses his grandma. All right, everybody okay? How long have we been on? So 2 hours. Yeah, I would say another hour we'll be on. Everybody okay? Anybody want to say anything before I get going? I'm going to go take a 10-minute, 15-minute break. It'll probably just be 10 minutes. I just have to go potty. And make sure my Dr. Pepper is full. Exactly. Okay, I will see you guys soon. Okay, is everybody ready? Thank you for letting me take my break. And then, of course, my grandson is not letting me back. He wants me to sit with him and play with him. So it took me a little longer. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We are going to be doing the last 3 love tarot readings. So, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Thank you so much for hanging in there. I appreciate every one of you. Here we go. So I already shuffled the cards a little bit. Well, more than a little bit. Let me shuffle these for Capricorn. This is going to be the overall theme that your higher self is trying to get you to see, to understand about yourself. And this is all to help you progress forward. Okay. Here we go. Everybody see me okay? We are going to, let's see what Capricorn has. Of course you're the Ascended Master right now, right? You have just been through a 16-year of Pluto. So, Ascended Masters, this says, create open communication. Okay? Number 2. Let me read this. Ascended Masters. Throughout time, human beings have looked to spiritual teachers, gurus, and philosophers for guidance and wisdom in their everyday lives. Regardless of religious background or affiliation, people gravitate towards those who have achieved levels of ascension on the physical plane. Philosophers, ascended masters, spiritual gurus, and leaders enable those seeking wisdom or higher states of well-being and consciousness to connect to something bigger than themselves in this dimensional experience. While there are many ascended masters across the realms of ascension, they are still on differing levels of ascension. These inner planes assist those seeking wisdom, connecting to specific energies such as the light rays. When working with these frequencies or energies, be sure to always invoke or request the aspects that exist within 100% pure light frequency. Ascended masters still exist with a dual polarity and still have specific purposes and functions related to the earthly realm. Right now, you are required, Capricorn, to connect to higher wisdom previously shared with a collective purpose. Daily rituals and routines are essential to establish stability through decision-making processes. Open your mind and vision to signs and symbols from the Ascended Masters realm. Many masters are associated with animals and symbols. Pay attention to art and imagery that you feel emotionally or strongly connected to now, as you are being guided divinely. Be consciously aware that the masters are working behind the scenes in your life to achieve a greater outcome. Karmic planning and your unique energetic blueprint requires certain learning experiences and events for you to grow and expand your soul and spirit into new states of awareness. Now, the shadow aspect of this is refusing to be open to new experiences or outcomes, which Capricorn can do to themselves. Yeah, if they don't see it or they don't see a way to it, they can just stunt themselves, right? So just be open to the miracles of life and the signs and symbols that are being given to you. And let me shuffle these one more time. This is your love tarot reading, Capricorn. And I'm being drawn to the number 2. So just remember there's balance in that. You don't have to go all woo-woo and out of your head and your body, your energy leaving your body, your spirit leaving your body. Just be grounded in the things that you see as well. I'm like being reminded of, you remember Bug's Life where there's like the light, and then just being attracted to the light but not keeping your grounding self. Okay, here we go. Good luck, Capricorn. All right. Where are you right now in love? Oh, you have the World. The world is your oyster. You have been through a lot. You begin to see relationships come in, things happening, and you have this sense of relief. Some of you, and I feel like some of you, I felt you really, really anxious until this point that's just recently happened, whatever's happened. It could be that you've met somebody, I don't know yet, but you have the World. So that means there's the ebb and flow. And you're understanding that there was ebb and now there's flow, right? So you have the World. That's a great spot to be in. You're open to it. I'm seeing her hands wide open. You're open to it. You understand that you're part of the flow. You're no longer fixated on just that earthly grounding self. You've had a spiritual awakening, a spiritual side that's really grown for you. Congratulations, Capricorn. So what's crossing you? With all this spiritual awakening, with all this growing, with all this happening, even though you have faith, even though you trust yourself better now, even though you're wondering if those, like, I almost feel like, is this true that what I'm seeing? Like, is it really, are the hard times really over? Is the growth, the big growth really over? Like, do I have something else to do? Like, it's almost like what's coming and you're seeing is calmer times, is better times, is opening that heart again, but you're wondering still if, because that's why it's crossing you, you're just trying to ease into it and make sure it is what you think it is, right? But it is. And that's okay. Let the universe show you. I tell the universe all the time, show me. Show me. And what put you in this position? You have the Knight of Cups. So you had news or you had someone come in and really help you see. I'm seeing like you seeing that people are worth it, that relationships are worth it, that the positions that you wanted and the career that you wanted and that you've been striving for and had all this grief about and the struggle, I see that it's starting to come in, and that's what changed you. That's what put you in this position, understanding that yes, that time is over. But I'm seeing like, you're like, oh, it is worth it. Like being on the other end of all that strife and struggle and the losses that you took. And like I said, some of you Capricorns, some Capricorns didn't make it, right? It's almost like you're like, it is worth it. It is worth it. What I'm seeing right now is worth it. And that's what put you in this position. Bring it over here. That's put you in this position to understand that the phase doesn't just stay that one phase. It's meant to ebb and flow. Like I keep getting that message of ebb and flow, right? Some of you got opportunities, some of you got positions, some of you got what you wanted, Some of you, and this is right at the end, this just put you into this position, right? And now you're here and you're like, again with the PTSD, I keep feeling PTSD. Again, is like, am I seeing what I'm really seeing? I believe I've seen, but is it really going to stay, right? Okay, so what's coming for you now till the end of the year? You have the Page of Wands. So you do have more news coming. You do have more gifts coming. You will have to take action with this page. You will have to take action with this news. There are more decisions to be made, but you're in a better space now to make that. Yeah, it is a wand, so it will come in fast. This is exciting for some of you because it's something you're not expecting. Yeah, I'll say something you're not expecting now. It's not like you haven't dreamed of it or wanted it, but you don't expect it right now, right? So congratulations. What's your higher self trying to say to you? You have the Ace of Swords. They're saying, so your higher self is saying you have lots of opportunity coming, already started. You have lots of starts. It's almost like you have a clean slate in your life. This includes love. Though you're not like focused on love, you know that it's there and you know that you want that, right? Yeah, and I'm seeing where your higher self is saying just keep taking the action, keep trusting yourself. You've got lots of starts, and yes, it's more than one. And yes, your dreams are going to come true as long as you keep moving, as long as you don't get stuck, as long as you keep trusting yourself and trusting the universe, the ebb and flow, right? There are decisions to be made. There are things to do yet. You have not finished. And it is swift for some of you. It could be like it's really fast and you don't want to move that fast, but you need to. Like, as long as you continue with the flow that you're in, that's what your higher self is trying to say. Okay? And what's going to happen in the first of the year? You have the Five of Cups. So there is a change that you are not wanting to happen, but you don't see another way, and you're thinking that it's going to be okay and you don't have to change it. It looks like you do have to change it, or it's going to drain you. And about January is when you're going to feel really, really drained. Really, really. So I feel like for some of you, remember the ebb and flow. There are some losses that you have to let go of. Yeah. Some of y'all are being stubborn. Yeah, I'm seeing some of y'all are like really being stubborn about just like this one thing. Let me say this, because I'm hearing this. Over the 16 years, you have tried to make this one thing change and turn it into something else, and it hasn't done it. It's time to let it go. Okay? Yeah, it's different than this one. But this is why your higher self is saying you need to keep moving. You need to let it go. You need to get out of that toxic situation. You need to step into your power. Yeah. You need to step into your power. Because it's going to drain you. It's just going to keep doing what it's doing. You've tried for a long time to change this. It's not changing. This is what you'll be focused on in the first of the year. Okay? Now, what are you afraid of? I keep getting this. The Five of Swords. So, you're afraid of not having a calmer space. You've worked so hard to try to get this. But it's almost like you've worked so hard in all the areas except for this one thing you're not letting go of. And this is causing you to be in this space of, will I ever have the peace? Will I ever have the dream? Will I ever have that? That's a fear that I would say, so you guys know a fear is there to remind you of what you want, what you don't want. Look at this. Look at the skull. This situation, whatever this is done. It's dead. Look at it. It's dead. There's the graveyard right there. Okay? All these things are experiences that are like passing you by because you won't make this one decision. Or you tried to change the decision. You tried to change this thing. But this thing is what's keeping you in the space of like, I gotta keep fighting. I gotta keep fighting. I gotta keep fighting. Right? And then you wonder, will I ever stop fighting? Well, yeah, if you deal with this. Okay? So, what is your partner? How does your partner see you? Or how is the universe dealing with you? Right? You have the Nine of Pentacles. They see you as working really hard. The universe is seeing you as working really hard. They see you as very stable. They see you as they see you as what they've always wanted. You're doing the right thing. They're not. Now the universe is trying to give you that stability that you want. That's how the universe is dealing with you. The universe is trying to bring those things into you that you want. Wow, Jessica. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Jessica. Yeah, she said, hi, Cindy. Don't know if you remember me, but you read my mom, Cindy, about 8 years ago at your house. Just wanted to send love. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you, Jessica. Yes, I do remember. Wow. Okay, let me get back to this. Thank you. That like threw me. Thank you, though. That's just so in this with this Pentacles, the universe is trying to bring you the solidity, the foundations, the dreams that, and you have worked for 16 years for this. It's the universe is doing what it's meant to do. Like, hello, you've worked hard. Let me bring this to you, but it can't in the vibration that you're in. Okay, you gotta deal whatever this is. You have to deal with this. Whatever is drain, and you know what it is. It's different for everybody. That's okay, Jessica. And you know what it is. It's different for everybody, but it's the thing that's holding you back. It's the thing that you're trying to like, I can't let go of that, right? Yeah, it's that thing. Okay, so that's the way the universe is dealing with you. The ninth position is the outer realm of the things that you're manifesting for your path. It hasn't formed yet. It hasn't solidified yet, but it's in the outer realm of you. Okay? You have the King of Pentacles. So there is stability. There is calmness like you used to have. There is that solid space where you know that is mine. It is not moving. That relationship is not moving. That house is not moving. That land is not moving. That job is not moving. My happiness is not moving. Like all of that stability, you're forming that. It's coming to you. You're about to be, if you allow this to happen and deal with this thing, this person, this situation, the solidity, like you're going to be better than you were, but it's going to feel like yourself, because that's what I see coming in. So in the 10th position, your overall theme of what you'll be dealing with from now until the end of the year is the Ace of Cups. So you have new starts coming, right? You already had a new start here. You got some new starts. And then the ace. You've got new starts. Just one little thing that you got to deal with. This person, this thing, this job, this whatever. Right? This is something that fills your cup. This is something that you've really wanted. That's what you'll be seeing, having come to you, starting. Okay? So I hope this helps. Thank you, Capricorn, for allowing me in your energy. We are going to move on to Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius, people are talking about you. They have been talking about you. I know you don't, I know you like the attention, but you don't like all the attention. But it's time. I hope that you have realized how to get out of your own way. I hope you have grown from your mistakes before I even get into your energy. And I hope that you haven't beat yourself up too much. Okay? That's my hope for Aquarius. Because we can be our own worst enemy. Like, we will not allow ourselves to have something if we don't feel like it, like we deserve it, or like we did something bad, or like we didn't do enough, right? And we, for the longest time, have been licking our wounds when we had other things to do. So it's time, Aquarius. It's time. See? Like, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for Aquarius. They're not nervous. I'm nervous for them. For me. You guys don't, like, if you, like, just step into your Aquarius side, you'll get it. But they're so brilliant. They're so smart that they'll get in their own way. And they're so talented with energy and electricity. Think of Uranus, and frequency and stuff like that. They will just hold it back from themselves and be the martyr and like do without unnecessarily. Time to free yourself. No, you know what, Aquarius? It's time to forgive yourself. That's what I'm feeling. It's time to forgive yourself. You made mistakes, so what? We all do. The difference between the good character and the bad character is what you do from this point on. Right? Okay. Let me say this, Aquarians. Done your penance. It's time to come back. Okay? This is your time. I need y'all to step up. This world's going to need you because things are going to start looking really weird and they're not going to know what to do. And it's going to take you saying, it's okay. Let me help you understand. So, we really need you. All right. Let me get the theme going. Your oracle card. Good luck, Aquarius. This hand is just not big enough. Especially for big oracle cards. Okay, here we go. Good luck. The cosmic ancestors. Voice your concerns. I told you we need you back. That's a 10. Remember who you are, Aquarius. Time to step back in. Universal consciousness coexists extends beyond millions of years. Our very DNA has evolved over thousands of years and continues to do so. Our genetic lineage or origins are often brought into question. It is hard to refute the possibilities of life on other planets far beyond our own star systems and galaxies, given the science and astrological evidence we already understand historically about universal astronauts. You may feel like you are a starseed, disassociated from others as they cannot comprehend how precious life is. Planetary evolution or conscious connection with all living creatures. You may have fell into silent pain or be a passionate activist. This is talking to you, Aquarius. You're heartbreaking over the material corruption of humanity. This is definitely talking to you, Aquarius, because I know I've been there. I was there with you. I just came out a little bit earlier. The material corruption, the heartbreaking over the material corruption of humanity, and that no one is listening to the collective cry of the planet. Trust me, I was there. Okay, this is why part of the reason that I left YouTube. The life of all inhabitants, or the global impact of ego-based leadership. In absolute truth, we are all starseeds, which you already know, Aquarius, as our personal cosmic origins are mixed within our DNA and consciousness. The very existence of life on planets beyond our current understanding or awareness is evidentiary. After all, you are currently existing within the universe as we know it on a beautiful planet called Earth. Right now, you must learn from those who have walked before you, those who have already shown a light on injustice, require you to evolve and awaken into a passionate contributor. Didn't I just say that? It's time for y'all to come back. It's time to stop licking your wounds. It's time to get in the game again. I mean, they said it nicely, but I'm just going to say it the way I say it. Now is the time to stand up and be counted. I told you, you're needed right now. Life beyond our beautiful planet, beyond our earthly incarnations, is forever written among time and space and is available to us within the record of the Akashic Temple. You may feel connected to star energy or be aligned with a more cosmic understanding of the universe than with others. Call upon the energy of 100% pure light galactic guide, masters, or teachers to assist you in understanding your personal connection. That is something that you need to be better at, Aquarius. When you feel like nobody else can understand, then ask. Ask your higher self. You'll be led. Now, the shadow aspect of this is materialistic, ego-driven, narcissism, and dishonesty. So, I hope you heard that, Aquarius. I'm going to leave this right here so you can be reminded of it. Now, let's talk about love, okay? Which is something some of y'all have encountered. Some of y'all haven't yet. But it's coming. And I know you feel it. So I'll be talking to two groups, I think. Here we go. Where are you right now? Only you, Aquarius. The Emperor. That is so funny. Not funny as in I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, okay? Because you are building your empire. You have become serious about that. It's not like you weren't serious before, but you know the future. And it's hard sometimes when you know things to like actually do the things right now. This is why Aquarians have a problem. If you have an Aquarian friend, You can text the Aquarian, and the Aquarian completely thinks they text you back because they did it in their head, but then you'll hear from them 2 weeks later and they're like, oops, because they're over there instead of right here sometimes. Or they think they already did it and they're over there, right? So what I'm saying is this time, because of what you've been through, you've actually done the work in the present, right? Doing the thing, really trying to understand, really building your empire. And for those of you kings, if that requires a queen, then that's what that requires. For those of you queens, if that requires a king, then that's what it requires. That's just part of what you're doing, right? So what's crossing you? The King of Wands, right? So we know that the King of Wands is very giving, uh, very exciting, very adventurous, uh, has a fire underneath them, and will help get you to the next stage. But it's also like the situation you think is that you have dreamed with is like, it's almost like, can I actually do this? Even though your soul kind of knows that you can do this, you still have an ego that says, can you actually do this? Right? So, what I'm seeing with this Queen of Wands is either there's a person that you're having to, oh, I know what this is. This is a relationship that you are going to have to get through to get you to this empire that you're building. Yeah. This is like, you're thinking you can do this without certain relationships, and you can't. You could, but that's not how your soul wanted to do this. Okay. So, for some of you, it's I'll say for every one of you, it's a person that comes to help, that comes to assist, that comes to pick your brain and then show you your brain. I'll say it that way. Instead of like, it knows better or that person knows better. It's not. It's like they pick your brain and then they show you, because sometimes you can be scattered because you have so many ideas, right? This person is here to help you, that fire within you, help you focus that fire. Now, let me say this, Aquarius, because you'll forget. An emperor is someone that understands that it takes a village. It takes everyone having their part to make the empire. Okay? That's what you're working on. That's what you're trying to understand. That there are relationships and people that need to be in your life for this to move forward. Okay? For some of you, it's going to start out as friends and then it's going to become lovers. Okay? For others of you, it'll just stay friends. But you'll be clear this time. Okay? So what's put you in this position? The Ace of Cups. So you've had some starts, but you're like, do I do it? Do I not? That's also the Wands. Do I take action or not? Right? So you've had some starts, and you kind of disregarded these starts because you didn't believe anymore, because some of you were so disgusted with what has been going on, and you didn't see a way out. Yeah. But you saw this dream and it filled your heart, and you're like, what's sorry. You're feeling like, what's that tingle? What am I feeling? I'm laughing because I'm an Aquarius, I understand. I'm laughing because you're like, wait, what's that in my essence? What's going on? Like, what am I feeling? Like, and then you looked at it, right? And when you looked at it, you realized that's what I want, right? And that's caused you to be in this position. Now you just have to take the action and trust yourself, okay? And there is someone here to help you. You're not doing this alone. Now, from now until the end of the year, yeah, some of you some of you are asking, like, will I know this person? Will I it's going to shock you because that's the only way it's going to shock you. If you're not shocked, it doesn't do anything for you. You know this. It's got to be like written in the stars and you didn't see it and then you did, right? So there's the answer to that question. So what's happening from now to the end of the year? You have the 5 of Wands. Okay? So the 5 of Wands. You will be working hard. You will have to like stave some people off, but you're more practiced in that now, where before you would just sort of let people do whatever. You know better than to leave that in your energy now. You've worked very hard for the space that you're in. You just have to start taking actions and get out of your space a little bit. Like your space has transformed. So what you thought your space was is not it. So you're just moving into the next space, right? With the 5 of Swords, there are some things that you have to say no to. There are some people that you have to say no to. Not everything is an opportunity because you're so wide open. I know this sounds weird, but when we're talking about love, and right now your empire is what you love, you're going to fight for it. And by that, I mean, you're going to actually put your feelings in it and focus in on it, and you'll know what to do. Okay, that's from now to the end. So it looks like you're going to be really working in what you like. This is going to be nice for you, right? Because to you, a fight isn't a big deal, right? It's not like somebody else fighting and standing up. It's like it's part of what needs to happen. That's in love as well, okay? So let me say this, because this is what I'm seeing. Love is going to come to you. It is an opportunity. Are you going to take it or not, right? That's going to be your decision, Aquarius. Are you going to take it or not? It's not the wrong thing not to take it, and it's not the wrong thing to take it. It's whatever you want. You've had this ace. You're working on your empire. You need to take action. You don't need to be waiting for life to happen, which is what you've been doing over the past 6 years. Okay, time to come out. Now, what does your higher self want you to know? You have the Page of Cups. So you will have, I mean, this is just a confirmation of what I said. Love is coming to you. I know you know it. I know you feel it. It's coming. This is just a confirmation. This is right now till the end of the year. So understand that you're going to be meeting people who won't necessarily come at you for love in the beginning, but it's going to change for you. Okay? So keep open. Understand that you are being guided by yourself, by your higher self. And this is a confirmation from your higher self. It's time. It's time for your cup to be filled because it was so empty. Okay? Now what's happening at the first of the year? You have the 10 of Wands. Don't get stuck in your head again. I'm seeing that you're going to get overwhelmed and it's too much, or you're thinking it's too much, and I don't know if I can do this, and like you start doubting yourself. I need you to like remember who you are. Remember who you are. Okay? Just, you've done this. This is not like the last time. Okay? It's going to feel overwhelming. Remember, when the person's coming at you and the thing's coming at you and there's too many things to decide and it gets overwhelming, stop. Connect. Stop, connect, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Okay? Because that's going to be happening at the first of the year. Others of you, I feel like you're being overwhelmed by all of the gifts that are coming in for you because you've done so much work on yourself. Okay? Again, receive the gift one at a time. Enjoy the gift. Receive the gift one at a time. Enjoy the gift. Receive the gift. Enjoy the gift. Don't overthink it. Don't try to manipulate it. Don't try to make it something. And just because you don't see it, like, what does this mean? Where is it going? What am I supposed to do with it? Like, enjoy it. Be in your now and get out of your head. You're already out of your head. Stay out of your head. We got work for you to do on this earth. What's your fear? The Queen of Wands. Some of you, I feel like, for some of you, I feel like it's as simple as, do I really want to do a lot of work? Because I'm kind of feeling lazy, because I kind of like where my space is. Because I kind of finally got to the space where I'm calm again and not hating everybody, right? Where the Queen of Wands is like always going, always doing, very excited, very adventurous. You're wanting to hang back. And that's a fear that if you begin to engage in life again, that it's going to be too much for you. And it's not. It's just a fear. You're going to be more focused and experienced in this. So it's not going to feel like it's such a struggle for you. Okay? For others of you, it's a person. It's the person that will not tell you the truth when you already know the truth. It's the person that moves too fast when you're not ready about something. Right? All right. So for those of you that have partners, how are they seeing you? For those of you that are single, how's the universe dealing with you? You have the Two of Cups. It's very balanced. It's very balanced. The universe is seeing you in a very balanced way. And that's the energy that you're giving off, is that, your cups are, you're content where you are. And you just have to keep connecting to your emotions, okay? Don't disassociate. Don't pull your emotions to the side and begin to work. I need you to work and grow as you're connected to your emotions. Does that make sense? Like, you, Aquarius, are really good at putting your emotions to the side and then doing what you need to do. You're doing it in a very different way, okay? For those of you that have partners, I feel like it's very balanced. They see you as very balanced. They see you as someone that can love them, but will only love them as much as they love you. Like, it's a balanced thing. That's how they see you. So they're going to give you as much as you give them. It's kind of how it is for you. In the 9th position, this is the outer realm of what you're forming for your path. You have the 7 of Cups. You have opportunities coming in. I'm telling you, it's time to connect again, because you've got things to do. You got people to meet. You've got relationships to have. You've got lovers to have. You've got an empire to grow. You've got opportunity coming in. Not only are you already having opportunity come in, you've got more coming in. Okay? But you've got to stay connected to your emotions. You've got to do this time connecting to your emotions. Okay? And I know you're going to feel overwhelmed, but you're much better at this than you were before. Okay? Now, what's the overall theme of what will be going on until the end of the year? Take charge, baby. Time for you to take charge. Time for you to get it going. Time for you to take those actions. Time for you to make those decisions. Time for you to do. Okay? That's what you'll be practicing in from now until the end of the year, and even into the first of the year. Okay? So thank you, Aquarius, for allowing me to get into your energy. I appreciate that. I hope this helps. We are now going in to Pisces. So, my beautiful Pisces, see what's going on. I'm trying to really shake these up. Okay, this will be the last one, Pisces. And then tomorrow I will be editing the rest and making them their own video. I want to thank everybody for sticking around. Thank you for holding space. We have a beautiful group here who hold great space. And the reason that they can hold great space is because they know how to let that space go when it's done. Okay? They're very, very good at that. They understand that. So it's okay for them to hold the space. And they let it go when they're done with this. Okay? Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. This is a wonderful group. It's a very wise group. This group has been through a lot. I shuffle these really good for Pisces. On to Pisces. I love it. I love that she's got these emojis for each of the signs. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, I love it. I'm telling you, this group, y'all got to get to know each other. Y'all are fantabulous. And I'm not talking about fake internet stuff either. I know how groups can get with, they just know each other on there and they just give enough and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not what this group is. And we are in the middle of an empire, right? Building a facility where people can come and enjoy one another and heal and learn. But this group, I'm telling you, you got to get to know them. They are great. They have a lot of wisdom. They've been through a lot. I think every one of you guys would be like, one session with them is like 5 years of therapy with someone. That's how I feel. Look at Tina. Okay. Good luck, Pisces. Do the cutting first. Mm-hmm. Okay. One more time. And then I will pull the card for Pisces. Right there. Okay. Good luck, Pisces. Here we go. You have awakened spirit. Well, if that ain't true. You have awakened spirit. That is number 4. Helping others desire to change. Okay? An awakened spirit is much like Alice in Wonderland. Once you have traveled down the rabbit hole, which I know y'all have, you can never go back to what you knew before. You become forever changed by your new experience. New information and experiences will change you at your very core. You become enlightened with sacred connection, resulting in physical, spiritual, and emotional changes. You may be feeling lost and confused about your life, relationships, family, and social connections, including your employment. This is a time when making meaningful experiences is a priority, as you can no longer fathom wasting time on greedy, materialistic, or ego-based principles. I think that's really true for Pisces. They've been going through that, like especially in the last year. The question of why comes to the forefront of almost every experience as you search for meaning and validity for your soul's experience here on Earth. Seeing through the industrial machine of society, you become more aware of people's unhappiness and lack of passion, ethics, and integrity. You, of all people, Pisces, feel that at a core level. Where even Aquarius feel that, we don't feel it like you really like feel people. Mm. At this moment, understanding who you are, the real you, beyond what you have been conditioned to believe by societal norms, family, school, or institution, becomes a dominant feature in your life. Right now, your spirit seeks freedom, confined by restrictive interactions and outdated ideals. This can be a problem for Pisces if they don't realize it's outdated ideals. It's important to understand the connection between your physical body and your spiritual self. This deep connection is the soul's expanding awareness into seeing a broader and bigger picture in life. Health challenges can occur now as you go through the phase of spiritual improvement. Growing impatient with materialistic people, social media, and news programs continually highlights the world's imbalance of peace and harmony. Humanitarian efforts are supported now. Donating time, effort, and energy into community programs or groups and implementing healthy and greener alternatives into your life will bring you new opportunities. Creating a supportive, healthier lifestyle is what you should be focusing on. Now, the shadow side of that is authoritarian communication, inconsiderate social disconnection, right? That's the shadow side. So, really, Pisces, I think you've been so overwhelmed by what's been going on with humanity, what's been going on with society, but you're such a warrior that you know the connection of other realms, of other spaces. I wouldn't even say other realms, just even other spaces. And it's become overwhelming and disheartening. And I think you've forgotten to take your own space up because you've sort of melded with everybody else's space around you. And I think that's what this card is saying. It's time to make your presence known in this life. You have a space here that you're not occupying because you have spread yourself to all other spaces. Does that make sense? So let's talk about your love. Where are you right now? You have the Two of Wands. So I see. I'm seeing you hold the world. Look. You think it's balanced. You think that's your whole purpose. You think I have to make things okay for everybody else because I know better. And while all of that is true, you've forgotten the other part. The other part is you have to make you happy too. You made yourself human for a reason. If not, you would have just been spirit and helping from the other dimension, using your magic there to bring it here. But you've made yourself human, taking up space. You have your own happiness to have. You have your own relationships that you want, your own dreams that need to come true, not just up in the air. So while you're thinking that you've finally got everything under control and you're balanced because you have been through some shocks, you have been through some traumas, but I don't see where you've delved deep into it. I see that you saw it as just a part of what's supposed to happen to your soul. But you've forgotten the growth that's supposed to happen to your soul when you have the trauma, when you have the people lie, disrespect, manipulate, do you wrong. Like you haven't you haven't looked at that. So right now things are calm for you. They're pretty balanced as you see. But I'm sitting here seeing you hold the world between these two. So what's crossing you? The Ten of Wands. Of course. So even though you think you're balanced, you're not moving. You're like overwhelmed because you're trying to hold the world together. You're trying to hold the people and the environments and things all around you. You, like I said, you can feel everybody and everything, and you've worked really hard to make everything okay, but in that, it's overwhelming. That's what's crossing you. So it's almost like you've told yourself it's okay to be this because that's your mission, that's your purpose, but it's not. You're not holding your own space. You've spread yourself too thin. Now, what's put you in this situation? The Two of Cups, the balancing act. I just said it. The Two of Cups. Like, I love humanity. I love people. I love who I am and what I'm doing. And I'm going to work hard at that. But you've told yourself a lie. You haven't allowed yourself to be who you really want to be. You've allowed yourself to be what you thought your purpose and your mission was. And that put you here. And this is what you need to look at. Now, what's happening from now until the end of the year? You have the Ten of Swords. So you have the Nine of Swords crossing you. I mean, the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, sorry. You have the Ten of Wands crossing you. You have the Ten of Swords crossing on this side. So the Nine of Wands, like, it's going to be really, really hard for you to get out and do your thing, right? But this 10, I don't know why I keep saying 9. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. See, Pisces, you're even trying to get me to see it in a different way. No. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. You're going to be working very hard. It's going to be overwhelming. You're going to think it's too much. I need you to stick to it. I need you to stick to it. Of course, there's going to be pain. There's always pain. Pain is of this world. You've not allowed yourself to honor your pain. You need to look at it. It's going to be uncomfortable. Things aren't going to be the way that you think you can get out of it. You're not going to do that. Because that's not what you want to do. You need to honor your soul. You need to honor yourself. You've honored everybody else. Why don't you matter just as much as they do? That's what you're not seeing, is that you matter just as much as they do. You're no better and you're no worse in this world. You are supposed to occupy a space just like each one of us that has incarnated. And because you've made everything okay for everybody, when it's time for you, it's not going to be easy. And that's what you'll be dealing with from now until the end of the year. What does your higher self want you to know? You have the Six of Wands. You are going to be recognized. You are going to get help. You are going to know the way. You are going to make it better for yourself. The Six of Wands is someone who gets the accolades, who gets noticed, who is the hero. You are going to get all that. Your higher self wants you to know. Higher self wants you to know that you are. You are what you think you are. You just don't realize you're more than that. But you are what you think you are. And you can have that and honor yourself as well. Okay? There is somebody that wants to come in for you too. That's what your higher self is saying. But they can't if you're doing this. Okay? Now what's going to go on at the beginning of the year? You have the Wheel of Fortune. Just honor yourself. You've got some good things coming. It's going to be overwhelming, but you can do this. You're a Pisces. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune. You've got good things trying to happen for you. It just feels like it's never going to end. The only thing that you need to remember is that you're just as important as everybody else. That's the thing. You're not honoring that. You need to honor that. What's your fear? You've got lots of things coming here. The new year is going to be great for you if you get through this. What's your fear? Five of Pentacles. The thirst. Being without. Not being able to manifest like you used to. Not having the person come in like you used to. Having to struggle and strive for a little bit of love because of the way this world is going. That's just a fear we're changing. Okay? You don't want to be in this position, yet you're in this position. Everybody else is okay, but you're not. Now, how does your partner see you or the world? How does the universe? How is the universe handling you? You have the Seven of Pentacles. The universe wants to bring you opportunity. Luck. Oh my gosh, so much luck. Okay? So this Wheel of Fortune and this Pentacles, opportunity, people coming in, relationships that you want. As long as you honor yourself, right? This is the way the universe is handling you. Like the universe is saying, I've got so much to give you. It's all up here. Let me give it to you. He wants to give it to you. The person wants to come in. They're looking for you. The job wants to come in. It's looking for you. But you're over here being overwhelmed, trying to keep the peace. Your partner. If you have a partner, they work hard with you. They want it to stay. They want to give you, they want to go to the next level with you. They want to do that, right? Now, what's your ninth position? That's the outside realm of your manifestations coming in, of the things on your path that are forming. You need to walk away. It's going to be time soon. There are some things and some people and some situations where you're going to honor yourself and walk away. It's time to walk away. That's what's forming. It's time to walk away from that space. I'm going to say this to you, like I said to other signs. You are in spaces that are not yours. They were yours. You did match with them at one point. You no longer do that. That is not your vibration. Yet you are in the same space holding it because you're very powerful. So you're holding this space for other people as your space is a different place and you're not even showing up to your own space. It's time to walk away. But that's what's forming. That's what's coming in. That's what's going to get you to the new space and honoring yourself. What's the overall theme? The Judgment. Things are going to work out. They are. I know they hadn't for a year. Yeah. Maybe a little over a year. A year and a half. They hadn't for a year and a half. But you've got things coming. You've got people coming. You've got relationships coming. You have money coming. You have positions coming. You have things happening. And these are for karma for some of you, because that may be a question for some of you. I'm seeing, they're showing me that this is karma that you had already had in your bag that you haven't received yet. Remember, karma can be good or bad. It's a matter of perception, right? So you've put a lot of things in this karmic bag and you haven't received a lot of the gifts yet. You haven't received the next phase of the gifts that you're supposed to. Say that, right? So you've got things that are going to go your way. Positions that are going to happen to you. Raises, money, houses, relationships, things, and people. Okay? Judgment is going to happen. For some of you, you need to get really right with yourself because that judgment's coming. Okay? All right. Thank you very, very much, Pisces, for allowing me into your energy. I hope this helps. All right, everyone. Let me know if you like this. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for holding the space. Thank you for all your wisdom and your energy. I appreciate it. For those of you that were holding space, you know, let it go. Send it to Mother Earth and let her turn it into love. Just send that energy down. Anybody have any questions before I say goodbye? I know it's really late for some people. Kathy, Tina, all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me this long for 2 days. I appreciate it. If you build it, they will come. Yes. Thank you. Love your face. Love your face. I love that. Just send an email. Hope to hear from you. Okay, Jessica. I probably won't read it till tomorrow. 11:26. Thank you, Cindy. Have a restful evening. I will. I will be releasing the videos all weekend, and they'll be each their own video. There's 12 signs now. This is the stuff that you'll get in the membership as soon as we hit 2,000. But everybody have a wonderful weekend. I love you, love you, love you, and I will see you on Monday. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Thanks, Catherine. See you later.